Suitcase carries aren't just walking around with a weight in your hand, they're one of the few movements that can completely transform how your body looks and feels. The first thing that changes, your core becomes bulletproof. This one may seem obvious, but you're going to want to hear why you need to keep up with your core stability. It's not just about having abs. Studies show that core stability is directly linked to preventing back pain and injury. A stronger, more stable core often means better function and less chance of getting hurt doing everyday activities. You can actually tell how strong your core really is by how well you handle uneven loads. You'll be surprised how quickly your deep stabilizers wake up, even with just a moderately heavy dumbbell on one side and short walks. It doesn't have to be extreme to be effective. This is one of the easiest ways to build real-world core strength without overcomplicating anything. Most people start light and build up naturally. Suitcase carries light up your obliques, deep core muscles, hip stabilizers, and all the little muscles that help you actually stay upright when life throws you off balance. You know that person who never seems to lose their balance even when carrying heavy stuff? That's Suitcase carry energy. What feels simple at first quietly sets off a chain reaction, and you'll see one of the biggest shifts that your body will have later on in the video. But have you ever noticed the lopsided, uneven posture that most people walk around with? Ever seen someone who moves like one side of their body is completely different from the other? One shoulder higher, leaning to one side, walking like they're carrying an invisible suitcase? That's not just bad posture, that's years of muscle imbalances and neglected stabilizers. Suitcase carries reverse that. To perform it correctly, you have to resist the pull of the weight trying to drag you sideways. Your obliques, quadratus lumborum, and deep spinal stabilizers have to fire hard to keep you perfectly upright. That constant tension retrains your body to stay centered and balanced, no matter what life throws at you. This builds real strength in an area that breaks down fast if neglected. If you've ever had lower back issues or felt like one side of your body is weaker than the other, this exercise becomes free physical therapy disguised as strength training. After a few weeks, you'll catch yourself standing straighter, walking more evenly, and feeling balanced without thinking about it. And once your core stability starts cleaning itself up on autopilot, something else clicks into place. Your grip strength goes through the roof. Forget wrist curls. Suitcase carries build the kind of grip that makes everything else in life feel lighter. Why? Because the moment you pick up that weight and start walking, your hand, forearm, and entire grip system has to work overtime to keep hold of it. Your grip isn't just holding the weight, it's fighting against fatigue, sweat, and the natural tendency to want to drop it. These aren't just forearm muscles, these are the muscles that help you open jars, carry groceries, and maintain your independence as you age. It also activates the muscles most people never think about, like the deep flexors in your hands that connect all the way up to your shoulders. This isn't about squeezing as hard as you can, it's about building natural, lasting grip strength. You'll feel every time you need to hold on to something. And when that grip strength becomes bulletproof, it unlocks something everybody is chasing after in the gym. Real, functional shoulder stability. At first, it doesn't seem like much. You're just holding a weight at your side, right? But give it a few days and your shoulders will let you know exactly how much stabilization work just happened. The best part? It's the kind of strength that makes everything else feel easier. It's deceptively simple, but it challenges almost every stabilizer in your shoulder girdle. The rotator cuff, serratus anterior, middle traps, and all the little muscles that keep your shoulder blade in the right position. The Suitcase carry works the muscles that keep your shoulders healthy and pain-free. That's why I said earlier that it will have your body feeling and looking more balanced at the same time. And because it's so scalable, you can load it heavy for pure strength, go lighter for longer distances and endurance, or add variations like overhead carries or alternating sides to challenge different stabilizers. Now, before we move on to the fifth benefit that everyone will love, I want to let you know that the Suitcase carry is powerful, but it's just one piece of the puzzle. If you want a simple, step-by-step blueprint to fix your imbalances and build bulletproof stability, I created an organized guide for you to follow, and it's linked in the description below. But anyways, the Suitcase carry exercise is like built-in cardio that actually makes you stronger. It spikes your heart rate, challenges your breathing, and keeps your muscles under constant tension all at once. This combo turns your body into a fat-burning, muscle-building machine. You're not running, jumping, or dying on a treadmill. You're just walking with one heavy weight, but your cardiovascular system doesn't care, it's working overtime. Your body has to fuel the grip strength, the core stability, the shoulder stabilization, all of it. This is metabolic conditioning that actually builds you up instead of breaking you down. And because it builds strength and burns calories at the same time, it's one of the most efficient tools you can use, especially if you're short on time and want real results. In just a minute, I'm going to show you the top 3 common mistakes you'll want to avoid to get the most out of this exercise. But first, I want to touch on something important. Your posture gets a massive upgrade from Suitcase carries. Carrying weight on one side challenges your entire postural system. That's your body's ability to maintain proper alignment against outside forces. Every step forces you to engage your deep stabilizers, adjust your positioning, and stay tall under pressure. This postural awareness naturally carries over into so many other activities we do in our daily lives. This trains your nervous system to be more aware, responsive, and automatically balanced. Your feet, ankles, knees, hips, core, and shoulders are constantly talking to each other, fine-tuning your posture with every step. Over time, this adds up to better alignment, less pain, and a body that naturally holds itself in the right position. There's something about fighting against an uneven load that makes you completely focused. You're not thinking about your problems, you're not scrolling on your phone, you're locked in, breathing, bracing, fighting to stay upright, step by step. Suitcase carries demand complete attention. You can't zone out or go through the motions. And when your grip is burning, your core is on fire, and your mind is screaming to put the weight down, but you keep walking anyway, that's mental toughness. That's the kind of resilience that carries over to everything else in life. This isn't just physical training, it's character building. And this might be my favorite benefit from the list. Suitcase carries teach you how to stay composed when things get unbalanced, how to push through discomfort while maintaining perfect form, how to keep moving forward when everything in your body says quit, and once you build that mental strength, nothing else feels quite as challenging. But here's the real kicker. Suitcase carries fix something that almost everyone struggles with, but nobody talks about. They eliminate left-right imbalances that have been building up for years. Most people are naturally dominant on one side. You write with one hand, carry your bag on one shoulder, always sleep on the same side. Over time, this creates massive imbalances that lead to pain, injury, and that weird feeling like your body just doesn't move right. The Suitcase carry forces each side of your body to work independently. When you carry a weight in your right hand, your left side has to work overtime to keep you from leaning. When you switch to your left hand, your right side gets challenged in a whole new way. This bilateral training is like hitting the reset button on your entire muscular system. After just a few weeks of consistent Suitcase carries, you'll notice that your body starts to feel more symmetrical. That nagging pain in your lower back might disappear. Your shoulders might sit more evenly. You might even find that you sleep better because your body isn't fighting against imbalances all night long. A few common mistakes can steal away from the benefits of the Suitcase carry, but they're easy to fix once you know what to look for. So here are the top 3 mistakes people make. First, avoid leaning away from the weight. This completely defeats the purpose of the exercise. Instead, think about staying as tall and straight as possible, like someone's pulling a string from the top of your head. The whole point is to resist that sideways pull. Another issue is gripping the weight too high up by your shoulder. This puts unnecessary stress on your neck and takes the challenge away from your core. Keep that weight at your side, arm hanging naturally like you're actually carrying a suitcase through an airport. And third, don't forget to breathe. Holding your breath might seem like it helps with stability, but it actually makes you weaker and less stable. Focus on steady, controlled breathing throughout the entire walk. Your core can stay engaged while you breathe normally. Now, you're probably wondering, all right, all this sounds good, but how heavy should I go and how far should I walk? Don't worry, I got you covered. If you're just starting out, pick a weight that feels challenging but not impossible, maybe 25 to 35 pounds for most people. Walk for about 20 to 30 steps, then switch to the other hand and repeat. Do this for 3 to 4 rounds total, resting about 45 seconds between each switch. Once you feel more comfortable, you can increase either the weight or the distance. Try going for 40 to 50 steps per side with a slightly heavier weight, or keep the same weight and extend your walks to a full minute per side. The key is progressive overload, gradually making it more challenging over time. For advanced folks, you can get creative with the variations. Try carrying 2 different weights, one in each hand, or alternate between a Suitcase carry and an overhead carry every few steps. You can even do them upstairs or on uneven surfaces to really challenge your stability. The beauty of suitcase carries is that they teach your body how to handle real-world situations. Life doesn't always give you perfectly balanced loads. Sometimes you're carrying a heavy bag on one side, or you're picking up a kid who's squirming around, or you're moving furniture that's awkward and uneven. The suitcase carry prepares your body for all of that. Most gym exercises work your body in perfect, controlled environments. But suitcase carries bridge the gap between the gym and real life. They build the kind of strength that actually transfers to everything you do outside of your workout. And here's something most people don't realize. Suitcase carries are incredible for your brain too. The constant balance challenge, the need to maintain perfect posture while fighting against an uneven load, the coordination required to walk smoothly while one side is loaded, all of this creates new neural pathways and improves your mind-muscle connection. This is functional fitness at its absolute best. You're not just getting stronger, you're getting more coordinated, more balanced, more resilient, and more capable of handling whatever life throws at you. So there you have it. Why suitcase carries can completely change your body from the inside out. Start with lightweight, focus on perfect form, and be consistent. Your future self will thank you for building this kind of real-world strength. Be sure to share this video with a friend who you think needs it.